First of all, I welcome you all for this press conference which we have called, and thank you for coming. I would like to introduce the people on the dais. To my right is Savio Correa. He is the secretary of our South Goa Comunidad Forum and the spokesperson. And next is Tiago da Silva. He is our treasurer. And followed by, on my left is Belon Sequeira. He is the president of Verna Comunidad. João Felipe Pereira is the attorney of Nagua Comunidad. And then Carlos de Silva, president of Cavoni. And behind us are Sigrid Ezi Gracias, treasurer of Margaon, Blaise Brito, president of Lotoni, Avinash Tavares, president of Kolba Comunidad, Jayesh Patle, attorney of Sankwal Comunidad, and Celestine Norona, attorney of Ake and Margaon Comunidad. Now, as we are all aware, there is a huge controversy going on since the last week and more regarding the demolition of a house in the Verna Comunidad property. Various stories are floating. Politicians are visiting, activists are visiting, and each story is different from the other. So we have called this press conference to bring out the facts before the public so that everyone knows the facts and then they can decide for themselves what is right and what is wrong. I would like Savio Correa, our secretary and spokesperson of our forum, to take it on and explain the facts.
देव बरें करूं फ्रँकी बाब आनी तुमकां सगळ्यांक हे पत्रकार परिशदेक माय मोगाचो येवकार. South Goa Comunidad Forum is a registered society, registered under the Societies Registration Act. Our association comprises of members. Members are components of South Goa Comunidades. And our objectives to act as an advocacy group to protect the interests of the Comunidades of South Goa in particular and Goa in general, and also to act as a watchdog of over the functioning of the Office of the Administrator of Comunidades, South Zone. आता फाटले कांय दिसांनी एक गरज नासलेली एक कॉन्ट्रोवर्सी जाल्या ओवर अ डेमोलिशन ऑफ अ इलिगल construction in the land of the Comunidad of Verna on social and digital media. Zaite allegations, insinuations, claims, misrepresentation of facts, concealment of facts, innuendos have been floating. Many politicians, past and present, political parties have commented, given their opinion. And all this has created has disturbed the minds of Goans, both living between Goa and outside. And we have been receiving many calls from them as to what is the factual position. Now, all this has happened, but no one approached the Comunidades to find out their version. तुमचे कितें म्हणणे स्टोरी वा तुमचे कितें वर्शन ते कोणाक nobody has approached us till today. Therefore, आमचे एक collective एक decision जालें की we waited for about 8 to 10 days and finally we decided that we should hold this press conference and place the facts before the public. Ata, whatever I will be speaking on behalf of the South Goa Comunidades Forum is based on records, is based on the files, the papers which are here. I can also add that some of it will be from my personal knowledge because at crucial points of this whole 17-year saga, I happen to be part of the management of the Verna Comunidad. Now, at the very outset, we do sympathize with the condition of that family on a humanitarian point of view. Be that as it may, we wish to reiterate that whatever demolition has been done was done in accordance with the law, by following the principles of natural justice, and by giving the party maximum opportunity to avail of all remedies in law to challenge the demolition. The whole saga started in August of 2006. At that time, I happened to be the special attorney of the Comunidad of Verna, looking after legal matters. Now, in 2006, we received a complaint from one of our members, Comunidad members from Koreabad, dated 25th August 2006. And so, अशें म्हणटा, I, the above addressee, hereby give this written complaint to the Comunidad of Verna that one Remedian Castana, native of Kurtori village, and her husband Rama Vadar, not the native of Goa, has constructed illegal construction in Comunidad land at Old Mardol under survey number 48. As I am a shareholder of this Comunidad, I would like to know how the NOC was issued to the party for constructing this house, and etc. etc. On the very same day, 25th of August of 2006, the committee was sitting in the office. We immediately took cognizance of this complaint, went to the site, ascertained the factual position, came back to the office, and there we took a resolution on 25th of October 2006 itself to that this referring this matter to the administrator of Comunidad and recommending its demolition. Thereafter, the administrator acted with reasonable speed, and on 12th of October of 2006, the first show cause notice was issued to the party. The administrator issued the order in exercise of her powers under section 371 of the Code of Comunidades. And tanga he dile that either you show cause or we will proceed with the demolition. Thereafter, the party proceedings commenced before the administrator of Comunidades. Party filed their defense. The matter was heard. Finally, in 6th of June of 2007, that is within 10 months, the administrator passed the final order of demolition. I will read only the operative part. In view of the above, I will start from here. Whereas your reply dated 24/10/2006 in respect of the above notice is not satisfactory and hence rejected on the grounds that you have failed to submit any ownership lease or any other document in evidence to justify the encroachment on Comunidad land, and you have constructed an illegal house on the Comunidad land. In view of the above, you are hereby directed to demolish/remove the illegal structure, put up in and restore it to its original within 7 days. Failing which, this office will demolish the same and expenses will be recovered as areas of land revenue. This is now dated 6th of June 2007. This order was not complied by the encroacher. 5 वर्षां pass जाली, almost 5 to 6 years passed. Again in 2012, the administrator issued like a reminder to the party. Remind karta. He reiterated the earlier proceeding and again gave another opportunity in August of 2012, 21st August 2012. Again I am directing you to remove the encroachment and bring the land to its original position within 10 days. This order was also not complied. And I would like to add another thing here. I happened to be the president when all this was happening. President of the Comunidad. The illegal constructions were continuing. The usurpation of the land was continuing during this time. And the expansion of their possession and expansion of the existing structures was continuing. Finally, the managing committee pressed the administrator that it is high time that this matter should be taken up for demolition. And demolition was fixed on 5th of February of 2013. 5th of February of 2013, entire demolition squad went there with the various departments, police. And just in filmy style, just when we were about to commence, the court bailiff arrived at the scene along with this party and served on us a ex parte ad interim order issued by the Honorable Civil Court, where the Civil Court asked us to restrain us from carrying out with the demolition. So the matter, the scene then shifted to the Civil Court. This side, the constructions continued, the expansion continued. And even though the matter was pending before the Civil Court, the party continued to expand its possession and the structures, which led the managing committee of the time to conduct an inspection. And this inspection happened on 30th of March 2016. The members of the inspecting team were Mr. Celestine Norona, who at that time was the attorney of the Comunidad. He is there with us here. The escrivão and our surveyor, Mr. P.M. Coelho. Now, what he has found or what the report has found is very interesting. The report says, and I will quote, she has illegally extended her house on the eastern side 2.45 meters by 2.35 meters. On the northern side 8.45 meters by 4.30 meters. And on the western side 5.35 meters by 2.35 meters. The roof of the eastern and northern extension is covered with mangrove tiles and zinc sheets and supported with wooden rafters. Floor is cemented. The western extension is under construction. So when they went there, something was under construction. The roof is not yet covered. Now this is the most interesting part. The northern extension is leased to one Binay Tupsi for a rent of 2,000 rupees. Then again, she has constructed another illegal room in front of her residential house at a distance of 4.20 meters from it, at measuring 3.55 by 3.30 of laterite masonry stone, whatever. The said structure is leased to one Anup Tirki for a rent of 2,000 rupees. So, this person, Mr. Ramu Vadar, became a landlord in the property of the Comunidad, giving rooms on rent and earning income from this. Later on, we also learned that this room which was under construction was also given out on rent and further extensions were also done. Finally, the matter came up for final hearing before the Honorable Civil Court. And the Civil Court on 24th of November 2018 dismissed the suit. Now, तांचे दोन point आशिल्ले. The plaintiffs had two issues before the Civil Court. One is that the administrator is not following the proper procedure for demolition. And second, they claimed adverse possession, that we are owners of this land by virtue of adverse possession. The Civil Court rejected both these points and dismissed the suit on 24th November 2018. Now, once the suit was dismissed, the order of the demolition order issued by the administrator attained finality. It was kept in suspended animation because of the stay order. The moment the suit was dismissed, the stay order automatically got lifted. The demolition order came back to life. And the only thing that was left to execute it. Now, before I go beyond the civil suit, I will bring another very important aspect to your notice. एक क्लेम हे पार्टीन केल्या आणि जायते जाणांनी आमचे पॉलिटिशियनांनी आणि सोशल एक्टिविस्टांनी आणि a section of the digital media have lapped it up like they have swallowed it like nectar कि they are staying in this place for more than 40 years. This is the what has been going आणि तुम्ही कशें तांचे म्हणलें 40 वर्सां रावता. Here I will bring to your notice. जेन्ना आमी केन्ना एक सिविल सूट फायल करता or you initiate any legal proceeding, the plaintiff or the applicant is required to give certain details like your name, your father's name, your occupation, your age and address. Now, in 2013, Rama Wadar has given his age as 43 years and Remedian Castania has given her age as 44 years. So, Amito Rata, we are in 2023. So, in 2023, Rama Wadar is 53 years old and Remedian Castana is 54 years old. So, is it their case that Mr. or should I say Master Rama Wadar came from, we do not know where, and as a 13-year-old child encroached into the property and constructed a house, or Mrs. Remedian Castana came from Puttori when she was a 14-year-old girl and encroached on the property? I think this question should be asked by all these people who have been propagating this to this family and get the true facts. As far as the Comunidad is concerned, we became aware of this encroachment in 2006. We have acted in maximum speed. I have told you in what way on the very same day we have acted, and the demolition finally took place on the 6th of this month, 6th of September 2023. Demolition started from the information we have received at 10:30 in the morning and it was over at 1:45 in the afternoon. Not at night as was claimed by certain people. Now, one thing what we should appreciate is that it is that the managing committees do not own, or the Comunidades do not own the land, in the sense that we are custodians of the land. This land is handed down to us by our ancestors, and it is our responsibility, and it is the responsibility given by the law that we have to protect it. Because if the managing committees do not act on illegal constructions, disciplinary action can be initiated against them. They can even be dismissed. We have had a case in some other parts where attorneys have been dismissed because they have failed to act against illegal constructions. Now, another claim has been made that why only I have been singled out. मुझे हाटल्यानूच कित्याक आसाय तुमी इतली आतां चलता इलिगल कंस्ट्रक्शन आपण गोंयकार आपणा हाटल्यान कित्याक why only me, and that I come from the ST community and all. Now this is another important fact that was missed out because nobody approached the Comunidad for our version. In the last 8 years, that is from 2014 till today, or between 2014 till 2019, 70 structures were demolished by the Comunidad of Berna. 70. And this happened during the tenure of Mr. Celestine Norona when he was the attorney. 70 structures. So this is demolition number 71. And another point is, the 70 structures which were demolished had come up after 2006, after the construction of Ramu Wadar and Remedian Castana. Therefore, जे कोण म्हणटा की गोंयकार आणि migrant, even if you maintain a roster, if you feel that a roster should be maintained for migrants and goans, I think this comes number 71 on the roster, because this was the 71st demolition. The earlier 70 were demolished in the same locality of Old Mardol, which all were put up by migrants. Another aspect here is that justice demands that the oldest encroachment should be the first to go. First in, first out. That is exactly what the Comunidad has done. There is no encroachment in Comunidad of Berna prior to this, which was reported in 2006. Naturally, as a matter of course and as a matter of justice, this construction was taken up for demolition. I have placed the facts before you. I will leave open if you have any questions for me.
Do the Comunidad feel that any political force is behind this couple? Because they are going in the court, they are playing like they are playing a game like
Victim card.
Yes.
Several political personalities have spoken out in the media in the last few days, and all of them have admitted that they had a role to play in protecting this particular encroachment. It is they who are saying it. You can check out their versions. They have candidly admitted की आम्ही त्यांना एकट्यान पासून सांगला की आपण त्याका उदकाचे आणि लायटीचे कनेक्शन दिला आणि कोणान सांगले at that particular time I was the one who helped them to go to the court. And after 2018 the politicians who were there have not yet spoken, but a spokesperson of another party has said that politician who was there had also helped this particular party. So the main problem that we face as managing committees trying to protect our lands is political interference, political pressure used on the administrator not to demolish the illegal constructions. Another aspect which I would like to say is a particular political party has shown some recent encroachments in Verna Komunidad land. I would like to bring to the notice of the public through your medium. In the last 30 days itself, the administrator of Komunidad has issued 10 demolition orders, which include these constructions which the media and some political parties have pointed out. I would only appeal to the politicians to please mind your own business. Do not interfere in this process. Let me tell you, if this construction had been demolished in 2007 when the demolition order had been issued, we would not have been here today with all this kind of victim card and other things.
साधू कॅप्टन विडियाटो फर्नांडिसान एक सुप्रीम कोर्टाचो सायटेशन केला की whenever demolitions are carried, that there has to be alternate arrangement need to be made by the committee, by the demolishing authority, the owners. How do you see this thing?
See, which is this particular Supreme Court order, the gentleman may be asked to explain. But there is also a Supreme Court order in the case of Jagpal Singh versus State of Punjab, where the Supreme Court has said that all encroachments in common lands, and in Goa we have got Komunidad lands, all encroachments should be demolished and none of them should be regularized. So which Supreme Court judgment the Honorable Captain is referring to, I am not aware. Maybe he should inform us.
Second thing, there is a sympathy created, I would say, that this demolition was carried in the rains, when the rains, at that time this was carried out. So what they feel, we should have waited till the rains.
Yeah, I would request President of Verna.
As President of Verna Komunidad, let's be clear. Okay, most of the news that went on, as Mr. Savio Correa explained, okay, let's not make it sensational or sentiments. Okay, this is a routine duty of the administrator's office, the Komunidad, everything. Okay, and we need to follow court directives. Okay, if it had to happen in May, media would say in the peak of the heat. If it had to happen end of the year, they would say time for Christmas. Hold on. Okay, we followed all procedure. Now, whether it is peak of rains or whatever, that we leave it to the public to decide. But let me say, this particular lady, okay, you can ask the whole of the neighborhood in Verna, has been very abusive to the Komunidad, okay, has done everything illegal, has rented out premises, has taken stone quarry things, during the previous years. Okay, if you ask the neighborhood there, I think the general consensus is everybody is happy that everything went as per the law. Okay, so let's not sensationalize it. Let us accept that first of all this is a default. This was never accepted. She went on blaming here, there. We don't go anywhere with blaming. You need to accept. If it's your default, you need to accept it's your default. Then you can earn compassion. You can't earn compassion just trying to blow out and hit out on various types, the Komunidads or whatever. Okay, it's not that. You have defaulted. Accept it first. Accept it first. This lady's son has now called me, and very humbly I said this was not happening in the past. Of course, they have never approached me and she has never spoken rudely to me in particular. But the previous members have said it. She speaks in the most indecent language. I must say this and place this on record. Okay?
No, I
Yes.
just wanted to make it clear that media people are not saying this. In fact, MP Sadhina even made similar comments.
See, as rightly said, politicians don't do their homework. They can comment. We have nothing. We can just hear the comments. What are facts are facts. The facts have been placed. The timelines have been already put across to you all. Okay, you need to now decide. The timelines are very clear. If you have any question on the timelines and the documents further, we can provide you every document. Every single
I'll
document.
also I'll add to that point where you're saying monsoons. Now see, like Savio has explained, once they have lost in the civil court in 2018, it's 5 years from then, they had ample of time and opportunity to look for an alternative place. Today they are saying they are willing to buy the land. If you are willing to buy the land, have you all even placed any application to the Verna Comunidad? Not. If you are willing to buy land, if you have got money to buy land, you will buy some land. Wait, for 5 years, you all have not taken the opportunity to look for an alternate residence. You all have.
I'm coming to that point later.
Yeah. No, now coming to the point where you are saying monsoon. Now, when a demolition order is issued, it is clearly that last paragraph says that if you don't demolish within the specified time of 10 or 15 days, this authority will demolish the same and recover the expenses from you. So, we have seen in these days on the social media, it is floating that why no notice was served to them, how can they come and demolish without notice. That doesn't call for any notice. Because you have defaulted, because you are not willing to demolish, because you have not gone, anytime, and when you say monsoon, the date was not fixed by the Verna Comunidad. The date was fixed by the deputy collector. The administrator had forwarded it to the deputy collector because the deputy collector is the authority to organize the demolition squad. Because PWD workers come, the workers are not engaged by the Comunidad. It is demolished by PWD workers in the attendance of the police, in the attendance of the Mamladar. They are talking about some lady came. It is not just some lady. It is an authority that has come there to demolish. And for such demolition, no notices are issued.
Sorry about Minister for Panchayat, Mr. Mobin, is of the strong opinion that every demolition takes place in village area. That it is necessary that concerned Panchayat need to be informed about this. How you see as a Comunidad authority?
No, how I would see it is that with due respect to the Honorable Panchayat Minister, probably he was not appraised of the facts. This demolition was conducted by the administrator of Comunidades. So it is between the Comunidad, between the encroacher and the administrator of Comunidades. The Panchayat comes nowhere in the picture. The administrator of Comunidades is empowered to act under the Code of Comunidades on illegal structures within the Comunidad land. So whatever in such a situation, notice to the Panchayat is nowhere required. Probably the Honorable Minister may have said it because he was not given the full facts of this particular case. Intimation to the Panchayat, in my view, in case of a demolition on Comunidad land done by the administrator of Comunidades is not required.
See, there are certain other notified bodies like this. GIDC is there. They are also an autonomous private body. Someone mentioned it also in the viral videos. Panchayat has no jurisdiction in GIDC, for example. We are separate bodies.
When Panchayat Minister says, I just wanted to take your example.
No, Panchayat Minister must have not known that this demolition has been carried out under the Code of Comunidad, under the provisions of Code of Comunidad. It is not demolished under the Panchayat Raj Act.
Now, lastly, we heard that the family whose house had applied for small space, requested for small space in Verna Comunidad
That family has applied on the 13th of September. 13th of September. They could have done it long time back if they really wanted it. That we don't want to comment. The procedure, that government knows the procedure for rehabilitation. But the timeline shows they had ample of time. Ample of time. They have not got up overnight and neither has Comunidad got up. As explained to you, there is the government missionary. We follow the directives. You don't expect the Comunidad to ignore the court directives. We have to respect the courts. Okay, so suppose like anybody is in the managing committee, we have to answer tomorrow why you did not follow the court directives.
No, how would this application, how will you react to that?
This application, I am just aware that 13th of September they have made one application. It has still not come to the managing committee, but they have made.
No,
They have made.
I'll just add to this. We have heard through the media that some application has been made to the administrator. Now, as far as the Comunidad is concerned, we have got a process. We have got a managing committee and we have got a general body, two decision-making bodies. Both of them will decide will take a call on this particular application. However, please note that from what we understand from the media, this person is still continuing to remain in possession of the Comunidad land. So that adversarial, that challenging kind of an attitude has still not receded. And standing in our property, he is now asking you for your sympathy or for exercise of discretion. I think whoever is advising them should maybe rework on their strategies, because this sort of strategies, even in normal human relations, do not work.
You see, Comunidad is not in real estate business. Now, as someone said, she has the money to pay. Who thinks if she has the money to pay? I don't know. Someone is saying she's poor. If she has the money to pay, then it answers the question. Secondly, if she has the money to pay, lakhs of people in Goa also have the money to pay. Everyone cannot be coming for Comunidad land. Appreciate that the Comunidad land are the lungs of Goa. They are the lungs of Goa, okay? If you start shaving them off, I don't know what will be left. They are the lungs of Goa. I want to place it on record. We are here to protect that. That's why we are sitting here.
Other than Berna, any other Comundads, how many these demolitions have taken place for last?
I do not have those statistics, but demolitions are carried out in a routine manner. And from what I understand, in the next month or so, several such demolitions will take place in South Zone. That is what I am given to understand. The minute details you will have to get from the office of the administrator. One more point which you had raised. About a week before the Verna demolition, a demolition was done in Comunidad of Murmugaon for the double tracking, to make place for the double tracking by the Comunidad, by the administrator. So the demolitions happened. In Shantinagar there was a demolition. Nobody said anything about it. So it means that as per the government procedure, demolitions can happen during the monsoon season. Demolitions have been carried out by the government machinery. Comunidades have only to submit their case to the particular department.
Coming back to your question about how many demolitions have taken place, like Savio has said, the demolitions can be carried out only after the administrator disposes of complaints. Now every Comunidad, like in our locally Comunidad, there are at least 10 to 12 cases which are pending from 2005 and 2012. Until and unless the administrator doesn't dispose those cases, we cannot carry out a demolition. If we were empowered, if an amendment is made to the code and if we are empowered to take care, we won't allow them to come up. There are some social media claims that they have been living for so many years, why they were not stopped when they were constructing. But the Comunidad doesn't enjoy such powers to stop this thing. We can only make a complaint to the administrator, and it is only the administrator who can act. So if demolitions are today pending in various Comunidades, it is because these matters are pending for disposal before the administrator.
Now, taking this opportunity, I have one last question. What is the status of the Comunidad building at Marga?
Comunidad building, we have already sat with the administrator of Comunidades, and we have had several meetings with him, and it was decided that we obtain an estimate from the Public Works Department, and thereafter we decide whether we should do it as a deposit work or whether we do it, the Comunidad Managing Committees execute the work. So that is still pending. We have not yet seen this estimate which is prepared by the PWD. Hopefully in the days to come the administrator will provide us this information. One last point before we conclude on this encroachment. Just for the information of the public, the total area which was in occupation of this person was 1,500 square meters. Please note it. 1,500 square meters was in the possession of this family. Any more questions? Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.